Go, Dicky.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy D Money hitting you with a third season of Drip Talk, first episode. What we're going to get into today is the 3 types of fashion: mass market fashion, ready to wear, and haute couture. Now, with these types of fashion, they all are different. There are different levels of fashion from basic to elite. Now, I just want to break it down to those that may not understand the different levels of fashion. Not saying that you can, mix and match those different sectors of fashion with your brand and how you create and design, your products. But at the same time, this is what is set out for the industry. So I just want to give a little bit of detail, so that way when you do put together your brands, you actually have an idea of where you're going with your idea and vision. Good, everybody, this is your boy D Money, and I just want to let y'all know that we got the Build the Throne collection. We had to push it back a few weeks, but it will be dropping at the end of June. Make sure you stay tuned for the release date. Make sure that you're ready to pre-order these elite African Kingdom pieces for men, women, and kids. And, we're going to stay in the athleisure wear for the spring and summer. So stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned for that release date. And make sure you also check out our new podcast, A Lot of Fashion, which will be dropping June 9th. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for that release date and keep visible. Alright, everybody, we back with it. Now, the first type of fashion we're going to get into is mass market fashion. It's the first level of fashion, and pretty much is a straightforward type of fashion. Accessible, ready to wear, and available at mass quantities, wholesale. The most inexpensive fabrics and materials are used to design these pieces and accessories. So, just some examples would be Gap, Ross, Old Navy, Nordstrom's. They hold these, most of these brands hold, these products at a more department store rate where, they might be discounted as far as the pricing of the products. So that's why they're more accessible to you. Now, some of these brands go to straight ready to wear, but they also have other brands that are sectored down to these department stores. So just like, say, Volkswagen, they have Volkswagen, which is more of an affordable tier. Then they have, Audi, which is more of a mid-luxury level tier. And then they have, Lamborghini and I forget the other brand, other car brand that they have, but they have different tiers. So ready to wear is the next tier for fashion. That's where you have a little bit more high-end exclusive pieces. They're sold at a more smaller and exclusive amount to the customer. The designer names are on the labels and tags, and often more expensive. So brands like Supreme, Rude, Stussy, The Hundreds, brands like that, G-Star, True Religion. Those are like some of the brands that you would see at a ready-to-wear type sector. Even Zara might be considered in that in between, where you might have it as like a mass market, but at the same time it's still considered ready to wear too, because they sell some of their own pieces. But then you got haute couture, which is the pinnacle of fashion. Crafted original creations that cost thousands of dollars. Most times the designers directly keep in contact with the client, arranging custom fittings and alterations. These brands you often know, and of course everybody knows these brands. You got Versace, Louis Vuitton, Coco Chanel, and Saint Laurent. Those are just to name a few, but we all know all of them. Prada, etc., Fendi, just some of the fashion houses. Even just the requirements to carry out a fashion house you have to have 15 to 20 employees staffed at a location. Then on top of that, you have to have a production team, and you have to have a clientele base where you actually set up these, custom fittings and alterations. And you're probably gonna have to have like seamstress and craftsmen there in order to set up these, custom fittings and, do the alterations, create the pieces, and for you to oversee these things to happen. Most countries, like, often in Europe, have these fashion houses. I've never really seen too many fashion houses in the States, but I'm trying to build one myself right now with Dreams of Roots. So just keep that in mind when you are creating your fashion brand, because these details are very key. Because first and foremost, when you're actually describing your brand out to these, to your customer, and also spreading the message of the story of the brand, the history of the brand that you created, you want them to understand each piece and each detail of it, so that way they have an authentic feel for your brand. So keep that in mind. That's why with my brand, we're ready to wear, but we will have different sectors. We will have different, types of fashion that, come out within each sector as well, mixing and matching. That's our whole thing. That's what our whole thing. That's just how I, dress mostly, where I have a mix and match feel, and just how I do my thing. But y'all keep visualizing your purpose. Like and share and subscribe, this video and also our channel. And, stay tuned for our new releases. And we will be having a giveaway coming out soon. So I appreciate y'all for staying tuned and, supporting our channel. Like I always say, keep visualizing your purpose, because you want to keep living, you want to keep striving to live a better life. So stay tuned. Peace out.